Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. Hello, everybody. Please like the video as you come in. I want to talk about the pressure to sell your XRP. They want you to sell your XRP. That's the reality. They want you to sell your XRP. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, wave at me, make a comment. Let me know that you guys are up here ready to rumble. Hey, good afternoon, my friend. How you doing, Daniel Lion? Then, hey, AJ Mizar, how you doing? God bless you. Please like the video. Let's like the video and comment. Just keep commenting. Repeat things that I say. Make a comment. Yeah, because I believe I'm censored. That's my honest opinion. But we don't want to say what's not true. But that's just what I feel. I'm putting out video. I haven't put out videos in a while. Maybe that will help. So I have a video planned. I have actually 2 videos planned, but I haven't been able to go to the airport. That's one of the things I wanted to go to the airport because I have an airport themed video that I'm planning. So please like the video. Yes, go ahead and share your dream. We win. Thank you for letting us know that you had one. Hey, Matt Combs, how you doing? Yes. This is live. This is live, Matt. How you doing, Matt? Matt, have you been able to set up your stuff like what we discussed? Let me know if you need help. But I also want to talk about something else that has to do with Solana. There's been some confusion in the community with Solana's posting on X, the 589 XRP ledger type of thing. Wink, wink. So no, I'm not selling. They want you to sell your XRP. I'm telling you, people, don't listen to the FUD. Don't listen to what they're saying. They want you to sell your XRP. And I'm going to say a few things to you today. Number one, make up your mind not to sell, okay? Make up your mind, okay? Not to sell. I'm writing notes to myself, okay? Once you can make up your mind not to sell your XRP, then the next thing, okay, good. The next thing, and thank you for supporting me on Patreon. All of you are supporting me on Patreon. I appreciate it. I'm going to be putting a video. I intend to do a live training on Patreon, inviting people to a live session where I'll do some training and then show people certain things in DeFi that I am doing. Let me give you an example, then I'll continue with my XRP. Let's assume today I was doing some math. If you can get 50 Solana, for those of you, I'm talking to people who are about my age, who want security. They're not too sure of, and they're thinking of security for now and generational wealth. So if you're about 50 years old, you're looking at the next 30, 40 years, you'll be 90. God giving us a long life. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are earning income in addition to your pension, if that is even there in the future, because I don't know how many people will be able to get a pension. Many people are not getting my notifications. It's really, really sad. There's only 18 of you here now. That's why I want you to like the video and comment. Just ask questions, say something. Then the algorithm will pick it up. So a lot of people have been complaining that they don't see my videos, they don't see this and that. So I've decided to do a couple of videos. Maybe that will also help to break whatever jinx there is that's been placed on my channel. I haven't added more than 300 subscribers in the last 2 months. So that's to tell you something is up. Even though I even did an ad with Google, it didn't help. So there's something really the problem. And I believe that for those of us, particularly who are on here educating the church, we are the most attacked, because the last thing the enemy wants to see is that the church has financial literacy, that the church has resources as far as assets are concerned. So please hit the like button and I will appreciate it as you do so. All right, so God is good, God is faithful. Let's pray. Father, I just commit this live into your hands. I rebuke every attempt to limit our reach, to limit those who are able to hear and understand what is really happening in this season, and to be encouraged that our faith may be built up. Thank you for your mercy and your love as we continue. Bless our time together in Jesus' name. All right. You said you stocked some XLM earlier, also bought some algo, and Yeah, okay. Although I used to own only 2 billion of Phenomenal Card, I wasn't even thinking about that. All right. So is that your dream? Are you going to, it's about Phenomenal. I saw a logo of Phenomenal Card was once, and I was sure about it because it was an orange logo. Okay, well, if people want to research it and invest in it, that's okay. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, let's continue. With what I was saying. So there are some of you, for example, who have just gotten into cryptocurrencies, and you're like, okay, I have put $1 million away, for all the 35 years that I've been working. I'm almost 60 or I'm 63. What am I going to do? I was talking to a gentleman who is almost 70 years old in my office the other day, and we're talking about this same stuff. And because some people want security, they don't just want to they don't want to put their money where they don't want to put money in what they don't understand. So I have a simple I'll put up a simple video on my Patreon, very simple for people in that category who would be interested, just to teach what you can do. But here's the summary of it. If you target and you say, I want 50 Solana right now, okay, you get 50 Solana. Because you have the money, you are not buying in bits. You can buy 50 Solana. 50 Solana will cost you right now just 136 multiplied by 50, because that's one, and maybe somewhere around, let me do the math, okay, so you see what I'm saying. So let's do I'm just putting something together for people who are a little bit older and they're concerned. So 50 will cost you $6,800 times 2 for 100 Solana will be 13,600 at today's prices. Okay, that's a 13,600. Now I know Solana will go to about $4,000. Okay, times 100, that will give you $400,000. Do you see how easy it is? Now, if you do 9% back on $400,000, that's going to give you $36,000 a year. Now, that's what you earn if you are on Metal X with Solana. Here's why I promote Metal X for Solana investment. It's because if you take your Solana and you put it on Solflare, which is the proprietary wallet for the Solana blockchain, you get about 6-7%. However, here's the thing: you're staking, you're delegating and staking. While on the other hand, with the Metal X lending platform, that's a bank. That's a DeFi platform. All right. The other wallet is also, the Solflare is a DeFi wallet, but is limited in the sense that you cannot borrow out of it to use. So with the DeFi platform, not just a wallet that enhances the functions of a Web3 blockchain, right? Of blockchain, the Metal X lending, actually, in addition to enhances the function of the blockchain, you are getting rewards. The difference, though, with Solflare is with the Solflare wallet, you get rewards in Solana, while with the Metal X, you get your rewards in Loan Protocol. But you can easily switch your loan protocol into XMD, which is their own dollar for dollar, right? Or you could as well switch it into USDC, because they have their own DEX platform there as well. So for people who are about my age and you are going into retirement in the next 10 years, and you are thinking, what can I invest in? You want to do your XRP, but your XRP is a forever bad. So no matter how they play the game with XRP, no matter how they push and pull, because for older people, what I do, I just give them an option. You take this one, that one, that one. So you do XRP, XLM, XDC, so some of them have money. They have like $150,000 they want to put into crypto, but they don't understand it. They don't have it's like, man, it's kind of a nebulous thing for them, that trying to think it's just out there. For some of them, they're not internet savvy. They didn't like Web 1, they didn't like Web 2. How much more now Web 3, which is the internet of value? So you have to give people an options that are easy for them to grasp, hold long term, as well as what they can gain. That's why I've incorporated some of this, because for myself, I mean, I'm more of a risk taker than some of my colleagues who are about my age. After working for 30 something years, you don't want to now that you get to a point in your life where you're not just taking risks. As a young person, I knew when I was 22, my God, I could travel anywhere, do anything I wanted. I had no kids, it was just me. But people are now thinking of their grandchildren at this age. You are thinking of your retirement. You don't want to be dependent on people. You don't want to be 65, 70, 85, and you are looking for work in a grocery store. And by the way, many of the jobs will disappear. They'll go to AI, they'll go to robots. Anything people can do on repeatedly will be taken over by robots. and by AI, robots driven by AI technology. Do you see what I'm saying? Because machine learning is increasing at a rate that is so fast, it's so unbelievable. So sorry, I'm just talking to my sons. Yeah, they're taking off to the mechanic. So I had to. All right. So you see what I'm saying, guys? So we have to prepare people. We have to help them. We have to help them. We have to go. Uh, everybody must be involved. Now, I want to introduce you to something also, and that is the Easy A app, which was the Kwok brothers founded it. I don't know if you guys have met the Easy. If you guys have seen the Easy app, it's an amazing piece of is an amazing app in my own opinion. And I have it, and I actually follow the brothers on X, and one of them follows me, so I'm thankful for that. I'm not very active on X. I just talk. I'm not doing much of it, but right now I'm actually streaming on X right now, and hopefully that will get better. But this is the Easy app thing I was talking about. Let me see if I can just go to the so that's the home page. So download this app to learn. I'm now going back into my conversation about they want you to sell XRP. They want you to sell XRP. Friends, they want you to sell your XRP, and they'll do everything to pry it out of your hands. Besides manipulation, besides keeping the price low. You see, they can only keep it low for as long as the Clarity Act. After that, in my own opinion, I think things will begin to fly because the institutions can come in the way they really want to come in. There's a serious hunger for XRP and what it is able to accomplish. All right. So, hey, we win. WikiCat is for retirement. Yes, I get what you're saying. There are so many. God speaks to people in different places with different, I don't know what you're talking about. WikiCat is good. Solana is good. But you go to some of the Nigerian prophets. They are holding XRP. They are holding all these things. I hold WikiCat too, but I cannot tell you that WikiCat is the only thing. So if you can't follow my what I'm sharing, you don't have to come on my channel. You see, so I hold WikiCat, but I'm not going to not talk about other things that God is showing me to help people. The world has 8.5 billion people in it. You can't. It's never going to be one cryptocurrency. It's not going to be one. There's going to be several. There's at least 50 cryptocurrencies that will rule the world. Among them are the 9 or the 10 ISO 222 cryptos. Okay, you have to understand that. So according to prophecy, when you say according to prophecy, you don't even have knowledge about this. You just thought it's prophecy. What prophecy? There are many prophecies, just like in the Bible. You have Isaiah, Jeremiah, Hosea, Joel, all of these prophets. There are major prophets, minor prophets. God gives revelation to different, but nobody has the entire picture. We all have different pictures. And I'm telling people in North America what can help them. I have shared WikiCat here before, and people bought WikiCat and made money out of WikiCat. I still hold WikiCat. I still have a good bag of WikiCat. But I am not stuck to only one thing, or WikiCat is going to 1 cent, so I should hold it. Do you see what I'm saying? So, yes, I know ROI. Don't be stupid. I know ROI will be huge on WikiCat. Can you stop, for God's sake? I'll block you off my channel. Everything will have a huge ROI. I understand that. But I'm talking to people where they're at. You have to understand that the markets are different. The mindsets are different. There are some people you can never sell WikiCat to them. It doesn't matter what you say. They're not going to listen to you. They're already rich. They already have 10 million net worth. That's what I'm telling you. So if you can't handle my channel, get off. So you have to understand, I hold WikiCat, but I can't there are people on my channel who won't buy WikiCat. There's nothing you can say. God is not leading them to it. God can lead. Once you think God can only lead to one thing, then you have become cultish. You become a maxi. There's so many things. People are having dreams. I had a dream on May 17th. Exactly. So what? That's what. So then, why are you talking like that then? Why are you like, but WikiCat? You're trying to change my conversation to focus on WikiCat when I have something that the Lord has given me to do here today. Oh, by the way, you know what? I'm not going to be distracted. So, guys, I want to show you about Easy app. So for some of you who are like, you're 60 years old, you're like 55, you're like, man, I don't really know about this stuff. This is what, download the Easy app, okay? This is for developers as well as users. People want to learn about blockchain. You truly want to understand it. I'm telling you, in there you can also read about about Ripple and what they do. I wish I had some moderators online. It's oh my. Okay, so I want to show you Ripple Primer. On this particular app, as you go through, it's called the EZA app. Download it. It'll be a huge blessing to you, okay? I'm talking to people who don't understand blockchain, who want to get an understanding of blockchain. Now, if you're also a developer and you're just coming into this realm, this is also an app that will help you. You can build on the Easy app. They have a massive link. Let me show you what they want to do. Thank you. Please just help me with people who are obstinate, and you know, I appreciate it. Please, thank you so much. So I want to show you something here, guys. Let me show you what their goal is. Okay. So what is the Easy app? If you've not downloaded this app, I'm telling you to go and download it. I've been using it. I've been learning from it. Not as much as I want to. Okay. Top venture capitalists back Easy app projects. The founder of this Easy app is speaking at NASDAQ today. His brother is speaking tomorrow. It's Dom Kwok and Phil Kwok. Phil Kwok is the CEO and Dom Kwok is the COO. I'm telling you, I talk to Dom on X almost every time now. I enjoy his conversations. Look at their partners. I want you to look at, these are the kind of information I'm bringing out, all right? I can't talk about WikiCard every day. I can't talk about the Phenomenal Card every day. I have to talk about what God is showing me and prepare. There are 8 billion people in the world, and they're going to be brand new multi-billionaires created across the planet for the work of the kingdom. And there are people in different places. So look at Ripple, look at Stellar, look at Aptos, look at Stacks, look at Polygon, look at Solana, look at Sui, look at Polkadot. These are all partners, okay? This is Marcus Infanger of the senior vice president at Ripple. You got Ash here, founder of Exile, backed by Exile. Then you got all that. And all these people are, I'm telling you, as a matter of fact, they are backing. Look at what CoinDex has to say about them. EZA Consensus, you know, they have all these events, hackathons, and their goal is to onboard 1 billion people. 1 billion people. That's their goal. Let's meet the team quickly. Then I'll come back to talking about XRP, why they want you to sell it. They are focused on the XRP ledger. Okay, so they've had 30 plus hackathons. They've got 1 million developer community developing on these various blockchains with their guidance. They've given $2 million away since they started, and their leadership is by these two brothers, Phil Kwok, who is a CEO and co-founder, and Dom Kwok, who is the CEO as well as the co-founder. He was graduated from Wharton, worked with Blackstone and Goldman Sachs, and also University of Cambridge and New York State Bar Association. He was a lawyer. I read his story and how he got to where he is today. Very, very interesting. Anyway, long story short, download this app. You will learn about Stellar. When you hear about XLM, what is it? Don't just invest without learning about these blockchains and how they operate, if you get what I mean. Okay, so that's about it. You use the Easy app. Dan, I'm sure you were there. So there you go. So anyway, based on this, so you guys can download it if you are new to the arena. This is why I said, you know, when we're limited and our reach is limited for whatever reason, part of it is I know that when we come on and we start talking about the gospel and about the things, the kingdom of God, yeah, the demonic world don't like it because people are just going to they're just going to get in the way. You see what I'm saying? So having said this, all right, and you now know Easy app, I could go to Dom Kwok was talking about Solana. So Solana, on their X platform, they came out and they just started talking about the 589, the lore, right? The 589 that XRP is going to go to $589. Okay, so let's look at that and let's talk about a few things with respect to that. If I were you, I would go and read the Ripple Primer. Okay, let me just bring it up here and then we can read it together. Ripple primer. Ripple primer. If you've never looked at this document, maybe Daniel has, because he tends to see Ripple primer. The Ripple primer document. Okay, you know what? It's not showing up here the way I want it to. Ripple primer. No. Why you shouldn't sell your XRP? Just let me show you this first of all. So look at 4 acquisitions, 1 unified infrastructure. Look here, global multi-asset prime brokerage, bringing institutions into modern finance, portfolio financing, and risk-based margin finances. There's $3 trillion cleared annually across markets. Institutional customers, over 300 of them. How would you sell an asset that is buying a technology-led platform like this, has a global product coverage, there's trust and security, capital efficiency? Like, why would anybody think of getting rid of their XRP? And there are people who are just waiting for it to get to a certain price and they go, you know what, I'm done with this thing. I can't do it. I can't do this anymore because I can't. I just can't. Why? They're waiting for it to get to $10 and then they're gone. They're gone. Don't do that. That's all. Some people are just waiting. I've had people say, once it gets to this, I'm out, and I'm gone. And there are people who sold their XRP and they got back in, recently, and they were able to. They sold it in December and they got back in. They're blessed to do that. But I don't think that will continue. I don't think you would have that privilege as time goes on. So there's a document I'm trying to show you on here. It's called Ripple a primer. Ripple a primer. Let me see if I can find it and share with you guys. Very important to see it. Ripple a primer. I was just trying to forward it from my phone, but it's not opening up. Yeah, you see, some of these things have been hidden now. They've been hidden, I'm telling you. So it's not, I can't, you have to actually log into their website. See, when I started on here, there were so many things. I just remembered that, and I was going to show you guys, but it's not even, it's not loading. That's funny. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Okay, I think I have it here. Give me just a second here. I think I have it here, so I can do this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, you guys can see what I have here. Okay, so this is a Ripple primer. All right, and let's look at this document. So this, look at the content, executive summary. What is Ripple primer? I want to show you something from the very beginning of this company so that you know that they have done this. They talk about what is an internet protocol. It's a set of rules followed by the computers on the internet to help them communicate with each other. All right. So they tell you about HTTP, SMTP, RTXP, who owns internet protocols, what are the advantages of using Ripple for financial transactions. Payments are cheaper, payments are faster, currency exchange is easy, finance is accessible, finance is interconnected. Ripple, a primer. Okay. I want to look at this, okay? Early email providers operated as walled gardens. That's true. I was there. I saw it in 1989, 1990, 1999. I was there. Okay, that's one of the benefits of having been around in this arena for a while. And I almost miss crypto, right? But as a Web3 thing. And so they continue to talk about it. But I want to show you something very interesting of what Ripple is trying to do. They tell you what the past was, and they now tell you in this document what they're trying to do with the future. I want you to look at this very closely. And I hope I don't get into trouble for this, because sometimes these things, see, I'm going to increase it. Hopefully you guys can see. Let me know if you can see this. Okay, so look at XRP. Daniel, did you ever look at this document? So I want you to look at this, guys. So when you look at this, look at what XRP is here. Daniel, I don't know if you've ever seen this document. This is an original document from that actually tells you where they're coming from and where they're going. Do you see Bitcoin, Euro here, Japanese yen, US dollar? Like it's like a wheel, and then at the center, like these are spokes, right? Is that not what you call them? Ripple Israel, New Gateway, The Rock, all this. This is all things they have accomplished. All of these things. This is XRP in the middle. And what Ripple was doing way back in the day, what XRP was doing was that it was being used as the means of exchange for arbitrage deals between exchanges. You buy Bitcoin low here, you sell high over there using XRP, as this was way back as in 2013, 2014. So look at what they say here. The Ripple protocol is in its infancy. This primer only scratches the surface of its robust potential. At Ripple Labs, we are working on many exciting new applications, and the utility of the Ripple network will only grow. We believe that distributed financial networks and math-based currencies will revolutionize the infrastructure of our financial system in the near future. We invite anyone who shares our view to get in touch so that we can work together. The Ripple ecosystem needs gateways, market makers, developers, and merchants to fulfill its potential. This was way back in the day. This was more than 10 years ago. Right now, this is where they are. This is where they are. This is where they are. This is how far they've come. And if you can't see it for what it is, it's a XRP, a bridge currency. XRP can also be very useful as a bridge currency. If two counterparties cannot find a shared currency, XRP can fill in as a neutral currency with no counterparty risk. So, yeah. See, XRP as a bridge currency, and they are slowly and steadily getting to their goal. But I just wanted to show you this. When was this document even? Like I said, it's over 10 years ago. All right. And so that's a paper that you can go and research for yourself. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Right. So that's you can go and look at that for yourself. So yeah, you can mention Jay Clavel. Sometimes people just come on and they just keep harping on and, oh, I had a dream. I had there's a revelation about this coin or that coin. It just bothers me because people don't know that there are different things for different reasons. If you have WikiCat, there's some people who bought WikiCat, they put $2,000 in it, and it exploded by about 25 times. Well, what do you do with that? You take that money and you cut it into half, and you take the profit into USDC. That's what I would do, and put it into XRP. While you still hold your bag of X, you get wealthy by spreading your risk and having several bags. It's like having an apartment building with 500 units. That's 500 units that will give you income, after your mortgage, principal, insurance, taxes are paid, right? Principal, insurance, PIT, and taxes. And then maybe, some other expenses. Then you have a little left over. That's how it works. See? Have a blessed day or night, wherever. Yeah. Pelumi says, I love that, Daniel. I also want to do the same. Yeah, it seemed like a distraction. You've never seen what? So that's an old document. It's not, but it's good to have that. So you can check it out. It's called the Ripple. Let me see if I can put a link to it here, because there's no link. You have to, it's a PDF. Tell me what you think when you read it. I'm going to put it on here so that anybody who's interested can just, you guys can go read it, and hopefully it does you good. So it's an upload from the Ripple. If you go through the Ripple website, you would have to log in, but I was able to find it off of the Easy app, and then I shared it with myself here, and then I send it to you guys. So the Easy app is one way for you to learn the XRP ledger. And I want you to learn the XRP ledger because when you learn it, when you understand what it's meant to do, it will completely, it will help you. It's not that you now have blinders on. No, the blinders are taken out because you see. In fact, in the Easy app, let me share something they have done there. They said XRP ledger's big purpose. The XRP ledger's big purpose. Let me read it to you. It says XRP as a bridge currency was always just one part of the XRP ledger's use cases. The broader overarching purpose was always payments. The Ripple Primer is an inspiring read on precisely this topic. In summary, it posits that payments technology is decades behind communications. Whereas most information transfer has become free, like sending an email, there's still huge friction around the transfer of value. It still costs $15 to send a wire transfer. If you eradicate the $15 to send a wire transfer, then, I mean, you're sending $100, you have to pay $15. It doesn't make sense. So now all that is changing. XRP Ledger's big purpose. You can read all that here in the Easy app and you learn about XRPL. And then there are tasks to complete and you get points. It's a very interactive tool. Now, there's a side of it that is for developers. People who want to learn how to develop products. You can build a wallet for yourself and your family on the XRP Ledger. That's how this thing is. It's permissionless. You can build a calendar tracker. You can do all kinds of things with it. Now, I'm not doing that. I know people who are. I know somebody who's launching a cryptocurrency. I know somebody who's launched one and they've had the cryptocurrency for about a year now. You can actually make your own crypto. You can build your own crypto for yourself. And create it in such a way and hook it up in such a way that it's not really trackable. That's why some of the politicians are saying, we don't like this crypto thing because it's for criminals and all of that. But I think that the church should get involved to learn it and have exactly. Ripple's new company is called Ripple Prime. But that's the prime broker, right? But the Ripple Primer is the document, okay? It was an early document way back in the days. I think it's more than a decade old to introduce Ripple to the world and to tell them what they're doing. And they have to take permission. Even if they have the blessing of the government or the NSA or whatever it is, you have to understand that these things don't just happen. They can't just create a company and just know. There is a process. Even God himself redeems humankind by a process. All of this that we're seeing is process. There was a time there had to be prophecies and the lamb had to come. He had to be slain. He had to be put on the cross. He had to go down into hell and come up and lead in captivity captive and go up and sit at the right hand of God, appear to 500 disciples. There's a process. And if the Almighty himself can submit himself to a process, because the heavens of the heavens are the Lord's and the earth he has given to the Son of Man, the earth is his footstool and heaven is his throne. If he can submit himself to laws, there are laws. These laws exist, whether they are codified on paper or not, whether they are spoken out in vows and declarations and whatever. They are not annulled. They exist in the spiritual world and they govern mankind, whether we like it or not. Now, that's why they talk about breaking the law. Now, you can't really break the law. You can only break yourself against the law. And if you notice, those who break the law eventually the law gets them, whether it's human law or the divine law, they will get gotten. They will get God at some point, right? So that's just the way it works. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here today and share with you my thoughts with respect to what's going on with XRP. They want you to sell your XRP. When we say they, who are these people? They is, some of the global elite who understand and see what is coming, because they don't want certain people to get wealthy. Because when you and I get wealthy, we're going to use the resources. I mean, look at my reach this morning. There's only 45 people on here. Why are my people not getting notifications? What do I do to resolve that? I have tried doing videos and delayed the release of the video so that, but nothing seems to be working. But I know this will pass. But that's what happens. Once they spot you, it's like, oh my God, this guy, he's got the information, he's got the reach, 12,000 subscribers in less than a year. Oh, okay, what do? Let's kneecap him. So that's the thing. And I had a dream the other night, and I was sharing with some people, with Daniel and Kryptonite, and I was told by the Lord, some of these people some of these groups have well-funded snipers, and the snipers' work is to take down channels and limit channels one way or the other, bot them up, block them up, put a siege on them so they don't have the reach. It's as simple as that. And even if you do an ad and you pay for it, they work against you still. So you're paying and you're not getting out your reach. It's a problem. But yeah, and what I've noticed is that once I do the video, slowly over 24 hours, it gets 1,000 views. Slowly, over 24 hours, 1,000 views. So I was like, okay, I'll stick with that until we can see what happens. And I'm not the one to copy headlines, to make screaming headlines just to get attraction. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with it. I just put my title the way that I want, what I want to say. Like what I wanted to say today is watch out. They want your XRP. They want you to sell your XRP. And what's going to happen for some people, and I pray it doesn't. That's why I'm on here telling you, is XRP gets to $100 and they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. No, you shouldn't do that. And then hey, Joseph, how you doing? God bless you. And I'm saying it because there are also people who are, about my age and older. They're like, oh man, I don't really understand this. That's why I was talking about Solana. And for young people as well, it's for everybody. You have to diversify, but not too. I don't advise you to diversify crazily. But if you've already put money away, you inherited money, it's somewhere, yeah, you can have it. I don't know if people should put all their bags in XRP. I wouldn't do that, but I'm not against it, because I know XRP for sure will go somewhere. But here's the thing. What has caused a lot of frustration for people is that they put all their eggs in one basket. And so when it goes up, they're sweating. Should I sell? Shouldn't I sell? Should I sell? But you see, one time I was on here, and I think it was Daniel who said, use the 3-bag strategy. Yeah, the 3-bag strategy is what I say for you. If you have only 2 to 3 cryptos, and that's where you've hedged your bets, you've bet the farm on that, which I don't advise, or maybe you bet 25% of your farm on that. Well, you want to divide it into 3 bags, where 1 bag is a profit bag. You take profit when it gets to $100. You have 10,000 in there. $100 will give you like $1 million. Okay, so you're good. You take that and you do whatever you want to do with it. Okay, then you have a bag that is a long-term bag, and you put that into DeFi and you're getting rewards. When I wrote my book, there was this DeFi did not exist for XRP. Now it does. It has now been given legs by the Flare network, by the Firelight, right? So you can get into that, and we're going to see even Doge and Bitcoin and all these ones receive legs to walk. They will have a passport to enter into the DeFi world. Without that, XRP, the only flaw with XRP when it was created as a solution to the problems of Bitcoin, that is a fact. If you read the original paper, you would not see it there for Ripple, but it is inferred that it was created as a better Bitcoin. That's just it. It was as a better BETTR solution for the problem that Bitcoin was supposed to solve. Bitcoin was supposed to be a peer-to-peer, right? XRP, in a sense, is peer-to-peer. But what they did was they saw that this thing was so massive. So they said, well, let's make one for global payments to move value, right, globally across the banking network. When we say banking, we mean banking and non-banking financial networks. Then, because it's so massive, one Bitcoin couldn't solve this problem. Oh, as you are digging for oil, you find that there's water too. Like, well, what do we do with this water? Oh, we find that there's all kinds of clay. Oh, we hit gold on the way. We didn't know there was gold here. And so they said, all right, let's have XLM. That's why out of Bitcoin came, out of the idea of Bitcoin, an idea whose time has come, came another great idea, Ripple XRP. And out of that came Stellar XLM, so that XRP will focus on institutions and XLM will focus by way of institutions for peer-to-peer. That's why XLM was tested in the Ukraine, when there was the war started in Ukraine. It was XLM that they used to give people, and I think there was this, was it the earthquake in Haiti or something like that? So some of these areas where there's been some issues in, and it helps because it's different parts of the world. You have the Caribbean, you have South America, you have Asia, you have all of these places. Don't forget that Ethereum was also used, right? Shiba in India during COVID, Vitalik gave them a donation with Shiba Inu to support their efforts with COVID. So all of these things are being tested and tried globally to see how it would work. Okay, and they have succeeded so far. So seeing some of those old documents really helps us. XRP, yes, in my opinion, the value is, in our time, I think we're going to see, while we're alive, we're going to see a 50 to 60,000 XRP. And remember, at that time, there will be no people don't think most of the time futuristically. They allow what they see to cloud their ability to see in the future. There's always one Moses who sees the promised land and a million others who don't see the promised land. It's just how life has been, just the reality, because Adam's fall gave us blinders. So we rarely see further than our noses. And we're all guilty of that. And I'm able to see what I see by the grace of God. That is why I say, when you look into the future for cryptocurrencies, Grok can't tell you what is going to happen because they don't. Grok, perplexity, is that what they call it? Whatever the name they call all these AIs, they can't. Chat GPT, they can't predict the future. What they do, they are knowledge aggregators. I say that all the time. Even in my church, I said, you people write, say, oh, I asked Chat GPT and this is what it told me. Chat GPT doesn't really know anything. What it does, it looks at patterns, it looks at the previous information, it goes into archives and it digs it all out. It will even tell you, to be sincere, you will see it there. If I like the way Grok does it, it said 26 websites. Thinking. When you ask it a difficult question, it will say, thinking. So for us to be ahead of AI, we are already ahead of AI because humans created AI to be a high speed, like lightning speed, reservoir of knowledge. Well, it's not a reservoir, but it taps into the reservoirs and produces answers based on what is existing. So when you ask it to predict what will happen, to tell you, I can't, because there's no model for it to predict the future, but it can make suggestions. See, so we still have to sit down, and this is where prophetic intel comes in, that God can reveal to you the future. Like what that guy was saying, win-win. I had nothing against him saying, oh, Wikika, but he said, can I give my prophetic dream? And I said, go ahead. He said, well, phenomenal cat. And he's been talking about phenomenal cat here, like every time he comes on, he talks about phenomenal cat. And I don't have anything against it. It's just that how many things are you going to invest in? We have to pray and ask, and how much do you have? So, but you check phenomenal cat. Some of these times people say, oh, go and buy this crypto. I go and do my little research just to see. And I'll see that the crypto doesn't even have that much, there's no liquidity. You put your money inside its stock. I remember there was a crypto jugular. They would say, oh, this is another crypto, it's going to be great. Put your money there, layer cake. People put their money in layer cake and they've not been able to get it out. Now, it may be for the future, because sometimes prophetic word is for 10 years, for 3 years, for 5. We don't know. So people, and it's good that the warning is always there. Do your own research, but again, people are very emotional, right? So I've shared with you today a couple things. I said, make up your own mind not to sell. When you make up your mind, these are the things you have to pay attention to. Don't sell until you have learned the XRP ledger, of which XRP is the native asset. Don't sell until you have learned about the XRP. So there's XRP ledger, the ledger, and a massive, big global purpose. It's in fact, oh my God, I don't know what to say, but it is the tale of the century. Then you have to also learn XRP and what really matters in the coming crypto universe on Easy App. I've told you to download Easy App and look into it. Use it to learn about XRP. Use it to learn about Stellar. Use it to learn about Polkadot. They have a Polkadot University within that app. So do your best to learn everything you can in the current dispensation, because AI can't tell you what is coming. The prophetic world has told you what is coming. Hey, King Jacoin, how you doing? Jacoby, hey, Kryptonite, good to see you on here. Seek ye, do not sell your XRP. Do not sell your inheritance for a bowl of beans. Amen. Hey, more precious than rubies, how you doing? Good to see you on here. God bless you. Thank you for joining us today. So, Father, we come against the limitations that we have on this channel and other channels that present your word before everything else. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, XRP is deflationary. I agree. Somebody, and from people's questions, I know what they know, right? When somebody asks you a question, and that's okay. If I'm teaching something, I should know a little bit more than those I'm teaching, but I should also be able to learn from those I'm teaching, right? And people have helped me that way. But people ask a question. Somebody asked a question on my channel yesterday, and I answered. I gave them a good answer. I tried my best. And I'll read it to you, just so you see the kind of interactions that go on. And we're trying to pass knowledge on here. So here's Here's the question. He says, I have a funny question. If XRP would only be used for cross-border transaction, why should the price be high? Bitcoin is expensive because it's increasingly becoming a store of value, but XRP serves a different purpose. Can somebody please explain to me? So I said, so you can see that the person doesn't understand what the purpose for all this is. So it says, Bitcoin is a store of value. I said Bitcoin is a store of value. It is the most popular meme coin in the world. That's how I discern it. That's how I see it. It's a meme coin. It doesn't do anything. What they wanted for it to do, it can't, because the mechanisms, the ecosystem, the how it's designed can't do it. So I said it cannot scale. It is old, slow, clunky, and expensive. It'll continue as a store of value. The price is high because it has a low supply at only 21 million. If XRP was 100 million, we would be at 1,500 today. But it's 100 billion, not 1 billion, 100 billion. So you see what I'm saying? Even we could be at 250, just to be conservative. Solana has a supply of 500 million. So go figure. It's not about what it is doing. It's not about what it is doing. Right? So it's not about what it's doing. I'm still on, guys. Thank you. No problem. It's not about what it's doing. So XRP, on the other hand, is designed for Web3 with a supply of 100 billion tokens pre-mined as the internet of value for the following utilities. Look at the utilities: cross-border payments, tokenization of real-world assets, store of value, scalable, cheap, and lightning fast, no matter the amount being sent. Imagine that XRP handles 10% of Swift yearly volume. That's 100 trillion across the XRPL. So if XRP right now handles 100 trillion, it's not handling 100 trillion yet. And it's going to handle close to that immediately we enter into the second quarter, in my own opinion, of 2026. Why? Because the Clarity Act would have been passed. And once you have the Clarity Act, you will have no reason for institutions not to just lap on, not to jump in and get all of the benefits. All the rails have been laid. And I said, the extra, and think about it. What will the price of one XRP be if $100 trillion are moving over its rails? If you have that value moving over its rails, think about it. Because right now, do you know how much? If you go to Ripple ISO 222 website, just go to their website, Ripple ISO 222, and you scroll down, you will see the volume that it is doing right now with RippleNet. That's to give you an idea. My life, hello, how are you doing? Did you get a notification? Most people are not getting notifications when I'm live. So it's really causing a lot of issues for people. They're not happy about it. Hello, Uduak, how are you doing? Good evening. Obstacle, how are you doing? God bless you. So it's 45 minutes later that I get all my OGs. The OGs, huh? Yeah, my OGs. Exactly, no, noob tube. So it's the supply count. Otherwise, the activity of Bitcoin around XRP without the lawsuit. Don't forget that was a lawsuit. Lawsuit was ended. ISO came, but there has to be a law passed to avoid litigation. Banks can't take it. The financial industry can't, because once you sue them, they have to go to court and all of that, pay out of court. They can't survive that. Good to see you too. Thank you, ASU. So let me just, for those of you who are just joining, let me tell you, please like the video. When you like the video and comment, it really helps. So this is what I'm going to do. Before I go on live right now, I think Kryptonite has taught me that. I'm going to, but I didn't do it today. I'm going to send a message. I'm going to send a message to everybody by email and say, I'm going to be live at so time. Right? And then I'll put a live whatever on my channel and the topic to be discussed. And then this way, you get an email on my Patreon, you get an email, you get a notification, so you know the time. And then everybody would come on. Yes, Nixon, thank you so much. And then I'm going to go back to making videos daily. I've not made videos for 2 months daily now. I've just been, I kind of held back because I was shocked. My subscriber count was 1,000 per month. Now it's like I barely get 100 subscribers per month. So it's like I've added only how many now? Like I'm struggling to get to 12,700. You see? So, but I'm not too bothered about the subscribers. I'm bothered about the reach that like increase subscribers. If you have 12,000 subscribers, it'll be nice to be reaching 30% of them with every video. That is 3,600 or 4,000 with every video. It'll be nice for that to happen. But I was researching on Grok and all that, and most people are getting like 10%, right, of their subscriber base. But I want 30%. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to send a message out, and I want to appeal to all of you. As you come in, do me a favor. Hopefully, maybe I should put a pin post as you're joining. Just like the video, and comment. Hey, AH, whatever. Just say something and ask questions. Have conversation. Don't just listen. Some people don't want to talk, but it'll be nice to talk. And yeah, I know that sometimes there's trolls, but the trolls have also reduced, right? So that's good. Yeah, if you hold WikiCat, just hold it. It's good. Just hold it. It's going to be okay. Like, I don't know. You don't have anything to worry about. You know, next year will be better than this year. But I think we're going to see some movement in December. I have nothing against that. I'm expecting it. I'm still believing for the $27 XRP by the end of the year. And Jake Claver has been going on about 3-digit. I don't doubt him. There's a reason why Jake is so pointed on it. I am too. I think that we can see a double or a triple-digit XRP. Maybe it goes up to $275 and comes back. That's what I've been expecting. That's what I saw. That's what was revealed to me. Now, why it hasn't happened, I don't know. Because we don't know the timing of anything. That was in 2022. I saw it. Boom. Oh, sorry, 23. Went up and then came back down. Lost about 90% of the value. But when it came back down, it was way past what it used to be. It's like going from 275 all the way down, but now it's like 10 times what it was. So I'm just like, Lord, when is it going to happen? The numbers I saw, I do not believe are determinate number. I don't believe that they are exact numbers. I think they were prophetic numbers that show us the size of what would happen. So that's XRP would go by 100 times. The guy who said earlier that the return on investment on WikiCat and all of that, yes, it's correct. That's why we introduce people to meme coins. That's why we did the meme coinology. And if you're here, you are more than welcome to go and buy meme coinology, learn about meme coins and their purpose, for those who are investing in crypto. Yeah, learn it and do it, and you'll be the better for it. Okay. So we still have our meme coinology site up there. If you have funds and you want to buy it, there you go. That's meme coinology. Go there, get the conference recording is available, and yeah, you buy the training package, and it'll be a blessing to you. What you would learn, this is us. So you can do that. Hello, Pastor. The supply shock of XRP will be done when the OTC. That's one reason why there will be a supply shock. Yes, the OTC over the counter will dry up. It has to at some point, because they can't continue to manipulate like this, right? And yeah, I agree. Triple digit to the world and data. Yes, it'll be fast. Obstacle. I'm telling you, this thing will go up so quickly. People are going to go, what happened? What happened? What happened? It'll go up so fast. So fast. Join me on Patreon once again if you are looking for more of a private encounter. You want to do one-on-ones with me once a month. If you want to do that, that would be great. That's my link to Patreon. Join my Patreon, and yeah, I'll be very active on Patreon in 2026. But I've started already, and I'm doing things on there. So become a journey with me. One of the things the Lord put on my heart was when I started the crypto, I was doing the hold my hand, and somebody said he saw that and he was like, wow, that's exactly what he wanted. Hold my hand with hold my hand with crypto training with So that's what I want to do. Hold your hand. If you are somebody who said, yes, I need somebody to hold my hands to navigate the future, we'll walk together, we learn together, we grow together, and you can talk to me about your portfolio. You can talk to me about life and other things. I have experience in leadership, in business, in ministry, a varied, storied experience in different arenas and fields of endeavor. So if you are interested, join me on Patreon. There's a $6 membership that you can read all my articles, but you won't have access to the videos where I train. And there is a midway, which is about $45 US. And then there is the $97 US, which is the top tier for me for now. That's about $100 and a month. That gives you a 30-minute call with me once a month. I can only do 20 people because there's only so much time I have, which will already take several hours out of the week. But I like it because I watch people, I see people and their lives being changed. So you can, hopefully it's something you're interested in. Yes. I like this prayer by my life. She says, may we all be connected with the right people in 2026. My life, actually, I see God doing something in your life. Mighty. Oh my God, I'm not going to say. We're going to talk about it at some point, but I see something good. I already see it. So yeah, I thank all my OGs and everything. So that's about it. A reviewing of what we've been talking about for those who just joined. I said, make up your mind not to sell your XRP. Just make up your mind for now. Make up your mind temporarily, okay? And decide to sell it after what I say next. Don't sell until you have learned about the XRP ledger. Don't sell until you have learned about the XRP, which is a native asset of the XRP ledger. But it's very important you learn about the XRP ledger. And how do you learn about the XRP ledger? You learn about the XRP ledger by downloading the Easy app. Easy app, Easy A app, Easy A app. Download it. Daniel has been using it. It's for people who want to learn about blockchain and for people who are learning to develop on blockchain. And I said, you can build your own wallet on a blockchain. You can learn. I don't have the time, but I would love to learn some little things. You can build your own, you can make your crypto. You can go to the XRP ledger now and create your cryptocurrency and put all the liquidity in it, and you and your family members will be using it. You can use it to trade. You can use it to buy and sell. Believe me. It will just operate in DeFi. Yeah, it will be on the XRP ledger. And you can create a wallet for it just like you have the Joey wallet, or you use one of the other wallets. And you can put your wealth in your own crypto. You can actually give it the kind of you can make it so that it's like Monero or Zcash on the XRP ledger. I'm telling you. When I started in crypto, I was so focused on the XRP ledger, I couldn't see anything else. That's why I know how to get into the XRP ledger, look at the tools. I've watched it operate. I watch it working. Doesn't sleep. It has the biggest purpose of all the blockchains that exist today. And it will be the Google of XRP, of blockchain, the Google of Web3. It will be the Amazon, AWS, Amazon Web Services of Web3. It's going to be the XRP ledger. Listen, the last one will always come out be first because it's deliberate. Everybody has to get in line before the king walks down and they all salute the king. That's why Solana recently started talking about the XRP ledger. Started talking about 589 because Solana is coming on board. They are going to find a way to work together. They're going to bridge it somehow. And let me prove to you that that's been done. If you download the WebAuth wallet, right? WebAuth is actually MetalX lending, which is the Proton network, which came out of Ripple. Ripple, the founder came out of Ripple to Stellar to start this. Remember, when a good idea has come, it'll produce another good idea, which will produce another good idea. Because you find out, oh, we are doing this. Oh, we could do this. Oh, we could do this. We could now do this. Don't sell your XRP. Not financial advice. Do the research. I've given you information for you to do research. I also talk to those of you who are in about 60 plus and you're looking to invest in crypto. You've bought XRP, but you would like to start seeing returns, good returns. If you are interested, you should buy about 50 to 100 Solana. 100 Solana is going to cost you this much at today's price. Let me tell you, it's 136 times 100 is 13,600. When Solana gets to 4,000, which is going to happen very soon, that'll be that's $400,000. Okay. Well, 9% of that is 36,000 divided by 12. That's $3,000 a month. You can probably guess and believe that Solana right now on Metal X lending, Solana gives you the highest return. You earn loan protocol for putting your Solana on Metal X lending. Easy to do. Authorized with your WebAuth. You can use your face, finger, whatever, fingerprint or password. Then the beauty of that DeFi application, that platform, is that you can actually borrow up to your L2V on there is between 50 and 80%, depending on the inflation rate of Solana and the stability of the market, the volatility. So you can borrow 50,000, 200,000 out of your 400,000 and reinvest it in XMD. And in XMD, you will get, let me see, with XMD, which is the metal dollar will give you, let's see, metal dollar will give you 8.92%. 8.92%. If you guys are interested, I will just do a live on the Patreon for the members of my Patreon. Yes, I think I should do that. I have done a video already on that, but I mean, so there you go. So you get 8 point. So you take the 200,000 while you are getting rewards for your initial investment. You now borrow against that, and you're getting more. This is what the Lord showed me. It's just unbelievable. Funds from everywhere, and the earlier believers get to know about this. Satan doesn't want the church to know. Satan doesn't want the church to know, because if you know, there you go. The Fed just dropped interest rate by 25 basis points. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Well, the fireworks are going to start, because I think we're going to see Bitcoin. Let's see what Bitcoin is doing right now. It's already, and then I'll get off of here. But thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you all. So let's see what Bitcoin is doing. I'm on CoinMarketCap right now. It's down by 2.92%. No, sorry, that's 24 hours. It's down by, okay, so it's beginning to climb back up, right there. All right, it's going to start heading up. Okay, let me see if I can find some funds and get a few more. There you go. It just jumped. It just jumped. I'll call you right back.
Hello.
So, yeah, she says, may we all be connected with the right people in 2026. Please connect with me, all of you, and connect with all the right people, because God is bringing people into your life. I'm telling you. People are gates. People are gates. People are principalities and powers. But there are two types. There are positive ones and there are negative ones. There are wicked, evil ones in high places. But there are certain people that are gates. They are doors. And relating with them will change your life. I am looking for those that I will relate with. I'm telling you. I'm looking for God to send me the right people. Okay, well, I'm going to get off of here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been blessed. Look out for, let's do a live on Patreon. It'll be my first one, maybe my Christmas one. And so let me share some of the things with you that I have on my heart. I'm a great believer in XRP, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that I have my bag of XRP, but I'm seeing what the Lord, like, why would I have a dream and see Solana in the dream? And I know already that Trump said Solana will be in the stockpile. So there's people who already have Solana. They don't need to buy Solana anymore. They have like a big bag of Solana. We missed that boat. But What if there are people who want to get in now and that's what interests them? That's what they want to do. They already have XRP, but they want to have others too. And they want to be able to earn on their Solana. You could try that as well. Yes, quant will be excellent. I think 20 quant is a good goal. I don't know what is quant today. Let's look at the price for quant. Give me a second here. QNT. So quant is $85. My God, this thing is cheap. I remember quant at 20 bucks and I just looked away. And today, look at what it is. I would have more than doubled my money. But yeah, opportunity, man, knocking. I think I'll pick up 1 or 2 quant today, just to kind of add to my quantification. Yes, quant is good, but I just want to be able to encourage people to delegate and stake or to look. See, I like to I said earlier, if you put your Solana on the Solflare wallet, what you get is Solana. That's your reward. The only concern I have with it is you can't operate the way you would on a DeFi platform that acts like a bank. I want to be able to have 100,000 on Solana and take 50,000 as a loan while I'm still earning my, I put the money there, but I borrowed 50% of the money and I put it in another protocol and I'm earning on that protocol. Don't you see how great that is? 85 is cheap. It's dirt cheap. 10 Solana would be $850. I mean, yeah. Just I've been buying a bit at the time of quant. I've always believed in quant because quant is 14 million units, 14 million supply. Oh, let me just confirm if it's exactly 14 million or there's more. Hold on. So yeah, the total supply is 14.88 million, and what's the maximum total supply? Maximum supply. Okay, circulating supply is 12.07 million. Like, I mean, tell me that I'm not tripping. This is, yeah. And quant, in fact, in the last 1 year, we saw quant go all the way up to 100 and yeah, went up to 100 and some dollars, 134. So at 85, that's a huge discount. Yeah, almost at 50%. I'm picking up quant as soon as I get off of here. Thank you for asking the question. Whoever asked me about quant, God bless you. That was Rich Dream Beats. I'm gonna buy quant. I'm gonna buy quant. Come on, I can't just sit here and. All right, my life. God bless you. We'll talk soon. Okay, appreciate you, Nixon. God bless you. Hope you're doing good. Okay, have a good day, everybody. I will.